Hello, everybody, and welcome to our program, A New View. I'm Maysam, and today we're going to talk about Hollywood, future, and aliens. Of future, different cases, and the world ending in apocalypse in different ways. There are zombies, there are new forms of life, new technologies, new societies, and also new culture. The other thing that you see made in Hollywood movies a lot are aliens, creatures coming from outer space in different shapes, different forms, predators, human like aliens, gods, and different creatures. But what you see very common among these movies is that as the technology develops in Hollywood filmmaking, it is as if they are reshaping the characteristic, appearance, shape, and even purpose of these creatures. You can follow the story that has begun with the first movie, alien movie made by Steven Spielberg, E.T., and you can look at this character, a very simple character in appearance, of course, with two big eyes and one big head, which looks like a funny doll, with peaceful purposes, friends with kids, and then you can past that, come to the closer time with alien and predator creatures that come just to kill and even to harvest human beings. Then there is this very strange movie, Signs, that is all about different creatures, special creatures, green creatures that try to kill you with their poison gas. And now we're going to talk about one of the most iconic movies in this genre called Arrival. Movie Arrival is different from other movies like this in many different cases. What I'm going to tell you about today is these differences and also the message that this movie and Hollywood behind all movies like this is trying to send. What facts, realities are they trying to tell us? What knowledge is Hollywood trying to form in our mind about future, about aliens, and about life? The stars in this movie are Amy Adams, Jeremy Renner, and Forrest Whitaker. The movie is made by the famous, high-standing Danny Villeneuve with his famous Dune that we have watched, we have seen the first one, Dune 1, and we are waiting for the second. And also the screenplay is written by Eric Hazer. The story is a unique story, starting with a mother who happens to be our main character, and a daughter, starting showing a very simple life, and then the message that we received, that the aliens have come, that we're going to talk about. The main character, alien movies used to introduce main characters as women in aliens, but now the woman who is the main character is also a university professor. And in what field? Linguistics. She's a linguist. When the main character is a linguist, you can easily assume that language plays a very important role in this movie, which is, I can say, unique. Me, myself, I haven't seen alien movies talking about alien language, so many cases, or even two, three cases, but language is the main point of this movie. At some points in this movie, even as usual in Hollywood movies related to aliens, a group of people are made up of scientists, army men, and knowledgeable people trying to contact the aliens. At some point in this movie, you understand that our linguist, our main character, is separated from other people. At one point, in what sequence, when she takes off the suit that was designed to protect herself and the people around her in that alien ship environment. Alien ships, they're different too. We will talk about them as well. So, they try to communicate with the aliens. They don't understand that circle language. But once our linguist takes off that suit, alien language starts to make sense. There's a link here. In the Old Testament, in the Bible, and in Quran, the moment that Prophet Moses starts to talk to God in that up that hill through that bush, the message that he receives is to take off your shoes because this is a holy land. So I want to have this assumption that when a character takes off the suit and starts understanding what the other character is talking about, the movie is trying to give us the hint that this is the prophet. And if you be patient and continue watching movie on, you understand that the movie is trying to prove it. When the main character starts, or the main role starts to have revelations of the past, of the future, and I don't want to spoil it, spoil everything out, although I gave you a spoiling alert, but you're going to enjoy it with this view. The aliens in this movie are also unique. What we call them heptapods. You know that hepta means seven, and you see seven legs. Well, I don't know. With this name, the movie maker is trying to direct our attention to their legs because they also talk with their legs. You can see them in different parts of the movie. I think there is something else behind this naming and this shape, and that is greatness. They are way bigger, taller than humans, and the sound also is great. And the environment that they are in behind that glass and the smoke, things are not clear to the humans. All these are trying to deliver the message that these are some unearthly great creatures coming to on Earth to save us with 12 ships. The ships, they are shaped in what I call a crescent, which is a message. And also, there are 12. What's this number? Think about this number, 12. The language is what I want to tell you about. They are in circles. And as I told you, the story is in a circle as well. And at some point in the movie, through the dialogues, you hear this word. It's a common language. And you see a book. When the main character is receiving revelations, she sees a book. She sees that she's actually opening a book written by her, she herself. What's the name of the book? A common language. Then all along the movie, she starts to interpret what the language is. She also misinterprets it, and she thinks that it's a weapon, but later on, she understands that it's actually a gift coming from the aliens to be used in the world to bring unity to the world. That's another very strange and unique item in this movie. The ending, when everything goes back to China, the Chinese authority, when he listens in a very strange way, listens to the linguist, to the main character, he starts to change stuff, right? And then another revelation in that party in the end, when she reminds him of the message, and the final part that you see the beginning. In the end, you see the beginning. We have a circle. I tried my best to give you some hints, only hints, about what Hollywood is trying to make, what Hollywood is trying to form in our minds. Understanding. I want you to see the movie again with this view, with this new view. And if you haven't seen it, you have a great chance of watching it again with questions. Why 12 ships? Why circle language? Why that scene with the scientist taking off the suit and talking? Ask questions, which is a way to understanding. Thank you very much for watching the program. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, and please follow us. We're going to come back to you with more interesting program. Goodbye and have a good time.